Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm the hardest working man in comics, Victor Dandridge.
I am the mayor of Comic Town.
He said it! He said it!
At least until the 2020 referendum.
No. You're forever always going to be the mayor. Look, mayor, dictator, whatever. We'll call it what we want to. Sponsored by Rycor.
I am the warlord!
What we're going to do is we're going to do a dystopian version of Comic Town where you're called like the warden. Where your minions have to... that's the commissary as they're selling comics to people. Yeah. Trading people for comics. That's what we're doing. Oh my God. Don't think about it too long. Don't think about it too long.
For 3 young blood
Oh my God. What I got to do to touch this amazing fantasy? What can you do?
What can you do?
Oh my God. That's amazing. Hi, how are you? That was so terrible. But we're here, you're here, we're back. Oh, we got a good episode.
Let's make the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, okay, so we've got one that's the same.
Yes.
And then we go all over. I even pulled something special from my trip at San Diego.
Yes, that was, I saw that. And I was like, I don't have this on my table.
You don't. You know why? Because I pulled this super special. Okay, we'll talk about this one first. Okay, so this is a preview from A Wave Blue World.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a flipper. It's one of those cool, you got to flip it over. Check it out. All right, so let's see. I want to talk about this side first. Okay. I don't even really know how you pronounce this. I think it's Mezo. This is hardcore. Here, feel free, look around. Clearly, there's ancient revenge, native peoples. People have attitude. It's amazing. The book looks great. It's co-written by one of the co-owners of A Wave Blue World, Mr. Tyler, if I'm not mistaken. Tyler Chin-Tanner, right?
Yeah.
No? Right? Did I say that right? Yes.
This is really cool.
Yes, I remembered names. I'm amazing. The art looks good. Now, the Dead Legends one, I feel a very strong connection. Shout out to James Maddox, Gavin Smith. These are guys that I've come into the game with.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Right?
Yeah.
So they got picked up by Wave Blue World, and Dead Legends it looks amazing. It's got hints of like some, I don't know, Enter the Dragon, like Mortal Kombat style goodness.
Yeah.
It looks dope. So this is one I can't wait to check out. I think it all drops in October is when it officially drops.
Is this the wave of, is this the wave of stuff that's going to be in Preview's catalog now?
It should be.
Okay,
yeah, it should be coming in. Yeah, because like exclusive preview in stores October 9th for this one, and this one's October 2nd. So yes,
All right, so
coming soon. Make notes.
Yeah.
Order lots.
So check your Preview's catalog, and if you're shop owners, also check your Preview's catalog.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to Lisa Wu, who is over there, and that's who hooked me up with this coolness. So very excited. Very, very excited.
Yes.
What's your first one that you have over here?
I'm going to go with All Time Comics, which is the publisher and part of the title.
Okay.
Zerosis Deathscape issue number 2.
I need to see this.
Yeah. So I read number 1, and that was the one where there was like they were brainwashing people to be like the perfect lovers. Remember, because it was that week where
I do.
So this one opens up
Wow.
with more awesome. It's called Birth of Nightmare, and there's
That first
it's like,
line. Oh my God, you weren't lying.
I wasn't. Yeah, it's like super cheesy and grindhousey, where it's like 1970s, like in the jungle, someone getting stabbed. The scene where the dude's about to get executed, and he just says nope. Like it's
Come on, man.
it's so awesome. I don't know if it's the creative team that put it together really, really appreciates the bad. In
the best way possible, man.
So it's like totally in this over the top, like that's a giant dog demon that the rain god is tooling around, and like I don't fully know why like he and that Superman type are so against each other.
But they are, and that's what matters.
And some of the lines that are in this are so ridiculous. Like I can't say them on air.
Yeah, no.
But oh my gosh, the line about the sweet tip. I might have to work that into my conversations. Yeah,
you will not put that in regular combo. Yes, you will.
Yeah,
yes,
I will.
You will.
I totally
know you
will.
No, that looks amazing, man. It's like a throwback to some of the best books of the 90s that weren't X books or weren't Spider-Man books, but really solid reads. We kind of miss those, man.
Oh, totally. It gives me this vibe. Back in my day, where I would hit up like local, like smaller comic shops up in Northern Ohio, and every now and again I would run into these one of these books. Like one of them that's like one of my Holy Grail books because I don't have it anymore.
Right.
It was like Tales of Ninja Warriors, and it was like totally this kind of art style.
Oh my God, I know that book.
Yeah, so it's got that kind of feel to it where it's just they don't care.
They're just putting it on the page.
I'm gonna do what I do.
Put it on the page, have some fun. Awesomeness. All right, so I took a little twist, still showing some love to some friends. So it's The Love She Offered from Source Point Press and Comics Experience. This, how do I put this? This book is interesting, dark, and very realistic.
Oh, okay.
What we get is a quick hit. A young man wakes up middle of the day, talking about what he's going to do for the rest of the day, and gets kidnapped. I mean, we're talking pummeled in the gut with a bat, stolen in a car. What's going on here? And we find out that there's like this whole murder mystery type thing that plays out from this, and he is an integral part of said murder mystery. And I tell you what, like as a dad, it kind of poked some buttons for me where I'm like, I would do that. So be forewarned if you check it out. But I really like the like title font. Like it's clever. It's got a good design to it. Yeah, man, I really dug it. So I'll be back for issue 2. I just want to see where it goes.
Death's Head #1, Marvel Comics.
Wait a minute. Seriously, we got Death's Head back?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the cover, like, kind of lied to me. All right, so Tini Howard, Kay Zima, Philippe Cerbero, or creative team behind it. So we don't know. There are alternate universes in the Marvel pantheon.
Okay.
Alternate timelines.
Right.
We don't know which universe or which timeline this version of Death's Head comes from.
Oh.
And so I'm reading it at first, and I'm not super getting into it right out of the way. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Should I have ordered as few copies as I did? I was wrong, because about halfway through, it kind of finds its stride.
Right.
And it's got Wiccan and Hulkling.
Okay.
And they capture Death's Head. They're at a concert. People have turned Death's Head into a speaker system.
Oh, my God.
Things go horribly wrong from that point.
Okay.
And then it gets this real Doom Patrol sort of thing going on, where like Death's Head is in this bathroom, and that's where they've got him trapped. And it's just like like the Gerard Way Doom Patrol, kind of like the Grant Morrison Doom Patrol also.
Yes.
So it's got this real weird vibe to it, and when it settles in, it's just super cool. So I enjoyed it quite a bit.
I like it.
After reading it, we didn't have as many pulls for it as I think we should. So it was something that I really, really enjoyed.
So if you were to recommend it to someone, you would say if you like the Doom Patrol of Gerard Way.
Yeah.
What about the TV show Doom Patrol?
Yeah, I would fit that in there too.
Okay.
maybe a little bit of an Umbrella Academy.
Oh, nice.
But this is, but with like the thing is, it's got kind of that like Chaos AD Euro vibe to it that I really kind of felt. So.
I get it. I know exactly what you mean. But I guess like with something brand new like that, that's like a retelling of an established property.
Yeah.
I think sometimes it's easy if there is something that's popular that you can tie it to. That people are like, oh, I like this thing. I'll try that too.
Elevator pitch.
There you go.
There you go.
Healers.
I cannot get enough of the MI6 ninja concept.
Dude, it is one of the coolest things I've seen in the last 10 years.
Right?
Starting with Ninjak, or as we learned, Ninja K.
Which is so brilliant. Like, someone finally was like, man, I got to do something with this name that's K.
Wait a minute. He's
Ninja
K.
A, Ninja B, Ninja C.
Establishing all these different ninja. So dope.
Yeah.
This whole, it's pronounced killers, but once you get into the book, you realize why I said that.
Yep.
This was dope. B. Claymore, Fernando Dagnino? Dagnino, maybe?
So good.
Good art,
Yeah.
great story. I dig this.
It's Mission Impossible with ninjas.
Yes.
And
But without having to tie directly into some of the more prominent or like super well-known Valiant titles. Like, yes, it has a connection to Ninja K, but so far Ninja K is not here. It's not, Bloodspot or anything like that. it's its own thing.
Yeah.
I think that's so important.
It is.
So very
Yeah,
important.
because you can jump in and you don't really need to know much about the universe because they're filling it in for you.
Right.
There was some kind of program that MI6, super spies, but they were ninjas. Disavowed things have gone wrong.
Exactly.
And then it's people trying to kill these people off. And that's all you need to know. There's some kind of revenge, some kind of shenanigans.
That's it. Anything else? Those details that'll be explained as the story continues. And I can't wait for this story to continue. Shout out to John Boy Myers for such a dope cover, by the way. Yeah, I picked this up for that alone because I was like, oh, she looks like she is a problem.
Right.
I need to know how she got in that car. I need to know how she did that.
Because she's in there. And what I loved about that panel was, all right, if you've got somebody and you got like a katana, like
like you've got to reach in a way,
but do you also need to hold a gun to their head
just in case? Just in case. And my question is, was that his gun?
Right.
That was my question. Because if it's not, then it's even more disrespectful.
Yeah.
Because she like pulled her own gun just to she felt a certain kind of way. I'm not mad at her.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at her.
Dude, from what she said, was kind of a douche.
She wanted some info, and he better give it to her. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
All right, so moving on to the acrylic.
Yes.
We've got two that are the same.
Jays.
And then we defer.
Yes.
Okay.
This is a toughie. Now, let's start with yours, Fantastic Four, because you had a conversation with Dan Slott about this over the weekend.
So Dan Slott, I worked with at GalaxyCon Raleigh, and and we were on a Into the Spider-Verse panel talking about like the actual comics that led to the movie. Yeah. And he revealed, like, because I asked, like, as we were leaving, I was like, what's an upcoming project? And he was like, get the newest issue of Fantastic Four, Hulk versus Thing. Now, Dan Slott has done an amazing job of hitting classic points of FF lore in his run. So we're only 12 issues in, right? So has it been officially a year, or has it with
No, because there were a couple issues that shipped real close together.
That's what I thought,
there was a
too.
couple that they were
spaced out.
Yeah.
So I didn't think it had been a year yet.
Yeah.
But whatever. 12 issues of it. You can't go wrong when it comes to a Hulk Thing fight.
Yeah.
Like, it is such a necessity. But what I love is that he's woven in some of the new mythos. So the context of when this fight happens is everything. Matter of fact,
Is it immortal kind of Hulkish?
it is an immortal kind of Hulkish, but better than that, let's see. Forgive us as we read this quick little thing. So you know what he's about to do.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So when this goes down, it's like, think Spawn level, where there's like a literal countdown to when this is going to happen.
Yeah.
But the issue, okay, you guys can't see this, but I'm going to show Ryan. The reason why this is so problematic is, where are you? Boom, 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 boom.
Oh.
Right. So, when it comes down to it, this might be one of the best, like, versions of the Hulk Thing fight to ever go down in history, because the circumstance of it all are just primed for amazing storytelling. Like, the best. Dan was awesome. Thank you for all your like hilarious stories and all the good stuff that you said, but way to like cap off my weekend with an amazing read this week.
I'm going to go with AfterShock Comics'
Ugh.
new Knight's Temporal.
I wanted that so bad.
Yeah, it's so good.
Ugh.
Like Cullen Bunn, who has an amazing hairstyle just like mine, wrote it. Then
Clean. It's clean. That's what it is.
Then we got Fran Gallen doing the art. It is...
God damn, that does look good.
It does.
Ugh.
All right, so...
We need a bigger acrylic, okay? If we get a bigger acrylic...
We need like a classy, larger, like 8-slide acrylic that we can just totally fill up.
Oh my God,
Right?
that's amazing.
So what's going on is, sometime in the past, like the medieval Dark Ages, there really is magic, there really are monsters, and this... I'm assuming it's a knight based on the title, but some kind of monster hunter or witch hunter or something gets in the woods and gets mixed up in something that moves him to our time period.
Wow.
But he's immortal, is what it looks like, because there's a couple things that reference different periods of time with him. And they're going through time, and they're trying to hunt down some kind of bad guy. And I don't know if they're a sorcerer or some kind of necromancer or something, but it's like D&D in New York in the 2000s.
Oh, this book looks amazing.
I really, really dug it. It's so cool. Like, that's how the time travel portals.
Oh my god, the colors are intense.
Yeah, you've got magic disappearing swords. I don't know what the heck those things they're fighting are, but they do not look fun.
No, they don't look friendly. That's for sure.
And I don't trust that pixie or sprite or.
I hate having to make decisions. It's not fair. It never fails. There's always something that I didn't get to read that I wanted to.
Yeah. What's interesting too is that book, at least when we're recording it like Tuesday evening.
Yeah.
Main cover's going for like $8 a pop on eBay. The one for 10's like 15, and then the one for 50 is like 45.
So already gaining some value here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So as soon as you watch this in the morning, please reach out to your local comic shop and try to see if you've worked up connections that'll get you a copy set back for you, because I think it's one that's going to get grabbed up.
Awesome. Okay, which one do you want to go for next?
That's actually really tough.
Yeah, because these were both heavy reads.
Yes. A lot of stuff going on.
A whole bunch.
Because they're like, this one's like, there are X characters in it, but I don't
recognize really any of them in a way.
Yeah.
Let's get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Powers of X, number 1.
Now I've heard it's Powers of 10 also. Oh. Like somebody said that. And
you know what? Looking at the way that time works, that makes sense. Like the time listing here.
Oh God! So it like actually is like
Powers of 10. Yeah.
Damn it, Hickman.
I know, right?
Why are you so smart?
I was gonna say, and I thought that I would never need my algebra. Ha!
Dang it! Because I was like counting, like, okay, there's more than 10 characters. So
yeah, no. It's the time jumps.
Yeah.
So 1, 10, 100, 1,000.
Yeah.
It's a time jump. Yeah.
The more you know.
Right. So, okay, feeding off of the House of X stuff.
Yeah.
This seems to be predominantly taking place in the future.
Yes.
So we're like getting 2 stories at 2 different points in time that possibly are going to work their way towards each other.
I think
maybe
that was the vibe I got.
Yeah, definitely the vibe I got too. Very interesting contexts.
Yeah,
for how people are in this world.
Yeah, I got the vibe that there is a past that has not been mined before, and that even more so than in House of X, these mutants are more like a pantheon, like gods and demigods, because that interaction at the beginning,
and some of them aren't even mutants.
Because when you jump forward in time, that whole thing with Nimrod and
now, okay, here's my true confession. After House of X, I was not sold on Hickman's run yet.
Okay.
And even with Powers of 10, I'm still not quite sold, and here's why. I think that he's got a huge thing that he's trying to build, and just these 2 limited series is not enough room for him to effectively do it.
Yeah.
And while he's trying some new aspects of storytelling, I don't like that it's in this. I think these are things that we should have gotten before we got here, so that we can get more story to flesh out rather than world building. Does that make sense?
A little bit, yeah. Okay. Instead of Marvel doing the whole Age of X-Man, you could have done this.
Do this so that we build that world, and then we understand more of what we're dealing with, because he's literally rewriting the book, but then we're having to understand the rules of it at the same time.
Yeah.
And that's kind of hard to do with as expansive as he's going.
Yeah. Had they done this instead of Age of X-Men and then like Uncanny X-Men #1 by Hickman or whatever the other titles that are coming out, it would have been a very smooth transition.
Exactly. This is kind of like, all right, so my only like reference point is like, if this was Harry Potter, this is telling the first book and the last book at the same time, and then working our way through the years in between it all, and also finding out like all the backstory of what happened to Harry's parents, their relationship to Voldemort, what Snape's relationship was, like all of that, all at the same time. But these are things that should happen naturally, and I don't feel like it's quite natural when you have to do like this expositional thing. That's me.
Yeah.
You
Plus,
know.
it's weekly now, so it's 2 different titles,
Right.
but they're each running 6 issues every other week. So House of X, Powers of X, or Powers of 10,
Right.
and just back and forth.
It's a lot, and I think there's going to be a lot of people that are not going to be able to follow this effectively until it's in trade because of it, and then hopefully then it'll all like really kind of make all the sense.
Yeah.
My question is, after this, is he still the writer?
Yeah.
Okay, so then this is his setup.
Yeah, he has a full plan for everything.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Man, if this is what I was talking about I wanted, I'm terrified of what's coming next. That means that is so dense and deep that we need this in order to understand it.
yeah.
Nosebleeds. I'm a smart guy. I don't know if I'm that smart. I might have to tap out. Overall, though, did you like it? Did you have a character that you really liked there?
No.
I mean, that's fair.
And I don't mean like that in negatives. Like, just at this point, there's just so many things going on that I don't know. Like, Magneto, he was kind of neat.
Right.
Professor X. Interesting.
Very interesting.
But like, yeah, at this point, I don't know. There's so much stuff that's been thrown out there.
Yes.
I haven't had a chance to really mentally sift through it to be like, okay,
I can
this
understand.
is my dude.
The one thing that like tickled my fancy, like really kind of was not the actual comics, but in one of the talking points about their like the X space stuff. Like that, I was like, no, I would be all about that.
Right.
Like, what does that look like?
Yeah, and that's something. Okay, so one of the things we haven't talked about is in both House of X and Powers of 10, there are those little like 2-3 page things those are actually important reading.
You have to read those.
Don't skip over them because there's some terminology that you're just going to be, as you're reading the comic, the exposition of it, you're not going to, Hickman doesn't give any context to help you figure stuff out.
So you got to follow it.
Yeah.
Have you tried to decipher the language yet?
A little bit. I'm trying.
So I decided I'm going to grab this issue and I'm going to try to figure it out as well. Because like my mom used to do crypto quotes.
Oh, okay.
And it's the same concept. So I'm totally going to do that, see what happens. Yes, this is going to be fun.
There's got to be something there.
I know there's something. I know there's something there. I have no doubts to it. I know there's something there. In fact, I was trying to figure out a word that has 2 sets of double letters right next to each other. This one probably, it has to be a vowel. And if it has to be a vowel, it's either an O or an E. And then 2 letters that are the same. So I'm like, what could that be? I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out.
It's crazy sauce
with cheese. Like it's.
There's one more issue.
There is. Okay, first of all, let me tell you how I had to stop and catch myself because I opened this up and it's told as chapters. So when I open it up and it says book 5, I'm like, oh, I must have missed some books. Then never mind, I'm not gonna read it. And so when I close it, I'm like, no, it says book 2. Wait a minute,
what is happening?
What am I seeing right now? And I realized then that part 5, these are chapters, not the actual issues. I don't know what's happening here. I know it looks cool.
I'm having fun with it.
I'm definitely having fun with it, but I do not understand at all what is happening here.
Yeah, Snyder and Capullo have created something that's breathtakingly beautiful. Individual concepts are amazing.
Yes.
Who's he fighting?
Yep.
And what's Luther doing? And
how
did
this?
Like, why? Like, Joker's lucid in narration
in the weirdest way possible. I thought that was one of the greatest things
is actually
ever.
Really amazing because we're like,
yeah, that's when I saw it, I was like, oh, I know what that is, and then it was like, oh,
yeah, that's actually a really cool concept for like it's so apocalyptic.
It's very
like when
that happens,
when that character's dead, just scoop.
We ain't gonna make it.
Yeah,
we ain't gonna make it. It's like hang up your cow.
Yeah,
like I really don't see a future here. I would watch a movie with this guy in it.
Oh yeah,
100%. I'm just curious.
Yeah,
I kind of love it.
We're at a loss because like to even discuss parts of it would be a complete spoiler.
Right, and that's only to figure out exactly what we were looking at.
Yeah,
but it would still give away too much
because there's so many concepts and Easter eggs and twists on.
So is this the red?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I couldn't tell if it was that or can't say it.
Right.
But I was wondering that. Then there's like the one where that military base.
Right?
And
I mean, that's cool.
yeah. So I was like, oh crap, you got him, but or do you?
Right.
So it's some kind of nightmare hellscape they're on, right? I mean, it's not
Completely. I mean, look, that's clearly Nightmare Hellscape. Like, that's,
yeah.
No. I've never found Scarecrow like really terrifying.
He's creepy, but he's not. That one though.
No. This is
Yeah, that's.
this is wrong sauce.
Yeah.
With a side of supersized.
Yeah.
Like, that's. I expect someone to cosplay that one at a show, and I expect them to get banned immediately because no, you're scaring the children.
Yeah. No.
I don't understand it. I don't know if I like it, but it is cool.
Yeah.
It's very beautiful. Like Capullo, Jonathan Glapian, they are on top of their game with their visuals.
Oh yeah.
I just don't know what this story is.
Yeah. It's almost like they sat around, the creative team sat around, and are like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if this idea?
Right.
And then
And then they just did it.
Yeah.
Like they did it as like a jam comic, like right then.
Yeah.
And then they sat back and it was like, ooh, I got another one. And then they did that one.
Yeah.
And they put it in the same book. How it connects?
I don't know. Like I fully expect at the end of issue 3, Bruce Wayne's gonna wake up. He's gonna have like a heroin needle stuck in his arm, and he's gonna be like, "Alfred, I messed up," and that's the end. What else makes sense?
I mean, there was a horse. So, that's deep, man. That's deep. That's deep. Wow. Okay. There it is. There you go. That was magical, man. I don't even know. That was incredible.
Right now, Scott Snyder's like, damn it, I got to do a rewrite.
Dang it, they figured it out. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for checking out the show. If this is your first time, please hit the like button, that thumbs up. We need that for validation.
Mm-hmm. I do. I have
kind of important.
low self-esteem at
Yeah,
best.
yeah. And if you really dug what we saw or what you saw, hit the subscribe button and click the bell so you get first notification.
Mm-hmm.
I actually heard this today. If you click the bell, you get notified first that this is up here. You might find it eventually, but if you want first dibs, if you want to get the insider info, you got to click that. Click the ding. Let's see. What can we ask for in terms of some convo here? Because I think we should chat it up with you guys in the comments. You know what? What is one book that you've read that you did not understand what exactly happened?
Yeah.
Like, I wonder if that's like a common thing. Like, people are like, yeah, I read that book. I didn't get it. I didn't.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even that I didn't like it.
On the download, you just didn't tell anybody.
Right. Like, or you just like, yeah, that book sucked, man. And inside you're like, I didn't understand a thing that they said. I got nothing. Like, what? What? I wonder if people are going to put like Watchmen down. Because I know there's a lot of people like, I didn't get it. Yeah. Crisis on Infinite Earths. I can see some people being like, no. Clone Saga.
Triggered. mine would be Final Crisis.
Really?
I don't know what happened.
Listen, from what I understand, the evil of Final Crisis is bad storytelling. That's what I was told. I was told that the whole point of what Grant Morrison was doing was to show how evil bad storytelling was by writing poorly. That's what I was told.
No, that's Sea Guy.
Okay,
because he also wrote that. And if you haven't read Sea Guy,
he did. Mm-hmm. He did.
Which is supposed to be part of a trilogy.
Oh,
we're never going to get the other two.
No, it was not well enough received. I'm sorry. It's like the Dark Universe. You got the Mummy. That's it. That's it. It didn't do well enough. You get no more.
Like, no.
I mean, they could have been an awesome Dracula series, but no. Mm-mm. Sorry. It's not going to happen. So we look forward to checking out what you guys admit to. Confess your sins, people. It's okay. Me, was it the Black Monday Murder book?
That one is so bizarre.
Yeah, nope. Smarter than me. And Shipwreck, also from AfterShock. I tapped out on that one. It was smarter than me.
I suck it in. I still don't know what happened.
I couldn't even finish it. It was smarter than me. I couldn't. I admit it. So I didn't get it. I didn't understand what's going on. Right over my head. So check it out. Right in there what you thought was a great book that you didn't understand. And I think you might find some friends. Yeah. It's awesome. And if you have answers for why we didn't understand it, keep that to yourself to make us feel worse. Yeah. Okay? For real. What do you? Superior? Forget that.
Think you're better than me?
Right.
Probably are. I mean,
Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
you're not better than me.
That's right. Stand tall. You stand up.
I'm the best me I can be.
Get your groove back, Stella.